and welcome to News Across Nigeria. I'm Millicent Walker. Coming up on the program, Adamawa State Government set to review process for a proposed construction of hydroelectric power plant along Kiri Dam. Kwara State Government promises to rehabilitate rural roads. And the Department of Petroleum Resources, Gombe State, organized a session on safety tips for members. We begin with the review of the process for the proposed construction of a hydroelectric power plant along Kiri Dam in Guyuk local government area of the state, as it is set to begin. The Commissioner for Information, Mr. Ahmad Sajo, reveals that the Boko Haram insurgency affected the first attempt by the previous administration to constructing the power plant.
This is Kiri Dam, located in Guyuk local government area of Adamawa State. The dam construction was a joint venture between the federal government and the Commonwealth Development Corporation, London. The purpose of the dam, according to the project manager, Mr. Austin Okoye, was to supply water to the Savannah Sugar Company of Nigeria.
The Savannah Sugar Company was under the Ministry of Commerce that time. So they constructed the dam to irrigate about 12,000 hectares of sugar estates. So along the line, policies changed. So the dam was transferred to the Ministry of Water Resources. And the Upper Benue River Basin Authority, being a parasite under the Ministry of Water Resources, the whole thing is under our own jurisdiction. That's why we are manning the dam.
The major source of water to the dam is Gongola River. It's 1.2 kilometers long and 20 meters high. The dam has a reservoir capacity of about 615 million cubic meters. But over the years, Kiri Dam has been underutilized.
Over time, both the federal government and the state government tinkered with expanding the benefits of the dam to include hydroelectric power generation, irrigation, of other crops other than sugarcane, fisheries and aquaculture, and of course, ecotourism.
There was also a proposal for the construction of a 35-megawatt hydroelectric power plant along the dam. So, what went wrong?
The administration of Governor Nyako, there was a proposal for hydropower, which is supposed to generate about 34 megawatts or 20 megawatts of electricity. But along the line, all the processes have been done, but we don't know what is happening now because nothing is said about that.
Now, the state government, under the then leadership of Murtala Nyako, attempted to enter into an agreement with an American company to establish a hydropower station at the Kiri Dam. And the situation progressed. But when the Boko Haram attack became intense, the American government issued a warning to their company that their safety in this part of the Northeast was not guaranteed. So the American company packed up and left.
If the assessment carried out of the dam in 2008 is revisited, the hydroelectric power plant will definitely add to the national electricity grid and in the long run, improve power supply in the country.
And from Adamawa, let's take you now to Delta State, where the governor, Ifeanyi Okowa, has commissioned various projects worth about 30 million naira in Ole Isoko South local government area of the state. Mr. Okowa is also appealing to other corporate organizations to support the reconstruction of the library complex to enhancing the reading culture for Deltans.
It's been a busy time for the governor of Delta State, Ifeanyi Okowa, as he inspects and inaugurates various projects in the state. First, he's present at Ole in Isoko local government area of the state to formally receive from a charity organization the reconstructed and stocked library complex there.
This library comprises of 2 study halls. You have one study hall at the back for primary school children and the main study hall in front for the university and secondary school children.
Now you have a good excuse to come to this place, sit down, read, borrow books, plan your life and become better people.
Governor Okowa is confident the modern library complex will encourage people to study.
I believe that the structure itself and the environment will attract our people to come to read. So I must thank you for trying to encourage knowledge in the Isoko nation.
The governor makes a stop at Sapele to perform a groundbreaking ceremony for a 150-megawatt power plant undertaken by a private partner. While decrying the epileptic power supply in the area, the traditional ruler of Okwe has a word for the Benin Electricity Company.
Sapele light has been very epileptic. It is not the problem of generation, it's the problem of distribution. So I want to use this opportunity to call on the Benin Electricity Division Company to improve the power supply in Sapele.
For the state governor, the people must do their part for the good of the community.
There is a promise to start the second phase that will take it to 500 megawatts. So please ensure, I want to plead with our people to ensure that we give them all the cooperation to enable them to deliver on this project as quickly as possible.
With the commissioning of the library in Ole to boost education and the flag-off of a power plant in Sapele to improve electricity, Delta State can be said to be on the right track to bring development to the people at the grassroots.
Efforts by the Edo State government in creating a conducive environment for improved economic activities as well as attracting investments are receiving commendations from the people of the state. Well, this is as the state government continues its drive rehabilitating ongoing road projects in some areas of the state.
A completed road rehabilitation project, Giwa Amu Road, one of the access roads leading off Airport Road in Benin City, the Edo State capital. The residents here commend the Edo State government for bringing the road to its present good condition.
And we thank God for the new state government we have right now, which is Obaseki. This road has been very, very bad before, but now it's good enough.
Work is ongoing at the Haikwen Road's dualization project, also in the state capital. The upgrade on this link road is expected to ease traffic congestion.
If other past governments have been doing something like this today, all those earthly roads, like my area, there's no road, no light. I believe today, all these things could be extended to that side.
And the story is the same at the notorious Lucky Way Road at the Kuba Hill, also in Benin City. Residents of the area describe it as a welcome development.
You see, I have 2 cars in my house. People know I have 2 cars in my house, but I can't drive any because of the bad road. I'll be going to TED. I will go through Upper Mission Road before getting to TED. We are happy now that the government is looking into it and they are working.
The commercial tricycle operators on this route also join in the commendations.
We don't have any grudge against any person, but we know fully well that the government is committed to helping us. And we believe that after the completion, there will be respite.
The governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, is confident that ongoing projects in the state will be delivered on time.
I want to make sure that the design this time around has taken full cognizance of the potential dangers of flooding in that area, so that once we build this road, it will be once and for all. We don't have to come back to rebuild.
The Godwin Obaseki-led administration seems to have made a bright start in fulfilling campaign promises of good governance with many road rehabilitation works across the state. And many residents say they want to equally see a strong finish.